FBI negotiators have one job: get people to agree. And they use two words to make that happen every single time. When I started using these two words in my real estate business, my deal flow skyrocketed and I closed millions in sales. So in this video, I'll reveal exactly what these two words are and how you can use them to win more deals and stop leaving money on the table. To start, let me show you how an FBI negotiator used just two words to diffuse a hostage crisis and how you can use them to win in business, sales, and everyday life. Chris Voss, a former FBI negotiator, was facing one of the most intense standoffs of his career. A group of bank robbers had taken hostages. The situation was spiraling out of control. Tensions were sky high. The criminals were armed, on edge, and refusing to cooperate. Traditional negotiation tactics weren't working. Now, most people think that in a situation like this, you have to be forceful, issue commands, or make threats. But Voss knew better. He understood that when people feel cornered, they don't comply. They dig in deeper. So instead of forcing his agenda, he did something unexpected. He listened. He repeated back their frustrations, their fears, their demands, not to argue, but to acknowledge. Then after carefully rephrasing their concerns, he waited. And after a long silence, the lead criminal finally said two words that changed everything. He said, "That's right." And in that moment, the dynamic shifted. The criminals felt understood, stopped resisting, and opened up. Voss guided them towards surrender, ending the crisis without a single hostage harmed. But why did "that's right" change everything? You see, most people think negotiations are won with logic or persuasion. But real influence comes from making the other person feel heard. When someone says "that's right," they're not just agreeing with you, they're confirming that what you said perfectly reflects their reality. Why is that critical? Because once they believe that, they become far more open to moving in your direction. But here's the best part. This doesn't just work in FBI negotiations, it works in business, sales, and everyday life. So how do you get someone to say "that's right"? Well, you follow these three steps. Step 1. Repeat the last few words of what they just said. This keeps them talking and makes them feel heard. Step 2. Identify their emotions. Say something like, "It seems like you're frustrated with this process," or "It sounds like this decision is really important to you." Step 3. This is the magic moment. Restate their key points in your own words, capturing both their logic and emotions. If you do this right, they'll nod and say, "That's right." But does this work outside of FBI negotiations? Absolutely. Here's how. Say you're negotiating a deal with a seller who's hesitant about your offer. Instead of pushing your price, you might say, "It sounds like you have put a lot of time, effort, and money into this property over the years, and you want to make sure all that investment pays off with a deal that truly reflects its value." The seller pauses, then says, "That's right." Boom! The moment they say that, you've stopped trying to convince them and instead made them feel understood. And now they're far more open to working with you. But here's the thing. Knowing this negotiation technique is just one part of the puzzle. To truly maximize your deals, you need the right questions to go along with it. So watch this video next, where I reveal the one question that has made me over 1 million in land deals.